talk to another soul until you hear this video, because it's important. It's important for you to be aware of it, and it's important for you to make sure that your family's aware of it. If it's your mother, your daughter, your wife, or even yourself. So I guess it's been about a year ago now. And so I was at a restaurant waiting on a client. It was 10 o'clock in the morning. And so I went in. Everybody's busy doing their own thing. The workers, nobody's paying attention to me. No one's in the lobby but myself. And there's a group of men in the lobby, about 5 of them, 5 or 6 of them. And so they're pretty young. I would say probably in their probably early 20s maybe, or mid 20s. And so they were standing around. I didn't really think anything of it, but they said, "Hey, ma'am, can I ask you a question?" And they're holding their cell phone. So I'm like, yeah. So I'm thinking, okay, they're going to ask me for directions. This restaurant's right off of the interstate, so wouldn't be uncommon, right? So I walked over, and whenever I walked over to them, because I hadn't completely really sat down yet, and so I walked over, they surrounded me. They surrounded me into a circle. They wouldn't let me out of the circle. And they proceeded to force me into watching a sex video. And I say force me into it because they wouldn't allow me out of the circle. And as I was trying to get away from them, they were like putting it in my face. And then another one was like recording my reaction. Like, I assume that this was a video for fun, that they were trying to blast on social media somewhere. Like, they called a single lady by herself. If you want to call me older, I don't know. I don't think I'm that old, but I mean, I'm not like in my 20s or nothing like that. But I think they just wanted to do it for laughs. They thought it was funny. And it was very scary. It was very scary for me. And because I could not get out of the circle, they would not allow me out of their little circle. And I was devastated. I really was. I was scared. I was devastated. So, finally, the people that worked there caught the attention of the workers, and their manager was actually in a meeting. So finally, the manager came out, and when she did, she told them to leave. No one called the cops. She told them to leave, but they thought that was funny, so they were videotaping her reaction. So I just want to make that aware that things like that are happening in restaurants, and it could have been worse, but that was still upsetting for me because it was scary. And it could happen to your mom, to your daughter, to your wife. And if by some chance there's anybody watching this video who thinks that's funny, shame on you, because that could be your sister, or it could be your family. And so ladies, you got to be careful. Even at 10 o'clock in the morning, this was 10 o'clock in the morning, you got to be careful. Even in the restaurants that are well known. And I don't want to bash the restaurant because it was probably a fluke situation, so I won't mention where it was, or what the name of it was, but it was in Florence, South Carolina. I'll tell you that much. And it was very scary. So I can't believe I got through that without taking a break. Short and sweet. It can happen. We got to be careful, and we got to watch our surroundings. And ladies, or gentlemen, I think it can happen to a man too. If there's a group of men and they call you over there, don't go. Don't go. And if you're in a parking lot and there's a group of men that wants to get your attention, I don't care if they're 21. Don't go, because you don't know what they're up to. So I think for me, this was like an eye-opener. It's like, I need to be more careful. Maybe I let my guard down, but I just didn't expect that would happen, especially inside of a restaurant. So this video is not a video that I normally would post, but I think that it needs to be shared so that we can be careful as women, and we can share what I'm saying with our family, so that your mothers and your grandmas, or whoever, you know, are going into these restaurants in the mornings and they don't see anything. There's people out there that's up to no good, and they're videotaping for fun to post on social media or to do worse. So thank you for helping me get through this video, and thank you for watching. And if you haven't already subscribed, I hope that you'll subscribe and help my dog Ranger and I on our journey. Bye.